Good evening and welcome to LTech Academy. LTech Academy is a branch of LTech Computers that offers IT training services. Apart from the online branch, we also run two offline branch, one in Zaria and one in Brno, to be precise. Okay, so welcome to graphic design. First, I would like to congratulate you for making it to this particular batch of the last batch for 2021 graphic design. As the course title is graphic design. So before I continue, my name is Dominic Lorenzena and I will be your instructor for this course. Alongside me, I have another colleague. He will introduce himself when it is time for him. Alright, so graphic design. This course is scheduled to run for 3 to 4 weeks depending on your accumulation. If you people are getting it fast, we finish it in 2 to 3 weeks. If there are some that are held behind, we are open to extending it to an extra 1 week. So in this course we'll be looking at 4 modules. So the module 1 talks about the background of the course and the graphic design itself, and then module 2 will be on graphic design. Under graphic design we have some very important things to consider, which is elements and principle of graphic design, and that is what we'll be looking at module 2. This module 2, let me be specific on that one. It's particularly the most important thing in this course. Although it's not the practical aspect, but it's very important because it is what will differentiate you from other graphic designers. Then along the line, we intend to do grading. There will be grading, not we intend to. So this grading will be based on assignments, exercise, and then attendance as well as projects. So after every module, there will be a Zoom meeting. This Zoom meeting, the purpose of the Zoom meeting is to ensure that students are following up and are keeping up with the class schedules. So after module 1, we schedule a Zoom meeting, but this Zoom meeting will start immediately after module 2 because module 1 and 2 are connected. So after module 2, there will be a Zoom meeting for 30 minutes so that the instructor will get to know and ensure. Let me be specific. I will get to know and be sure that you people are following what we are doing in the class. And the training will be on WhatsApp. I'll be sending videos like this one, and then after the videos there will be room for questions, and after that one there will be room for examples and classwork or exercise if the case require so. And there will be further discussion on the video in case there is an aspect of video that is not really clear, although I will try to be very simple in my explanation and be slow so that everyone will be able to follow along. So part of the grading, the attendance has certain percentage, the project has the highest percentage. There will be two projects, basically two set of projects actually. One will be on under Coral Draw, that is module 3, and then the other one is in module 4. There won't be any tests or exams. We'll grade you based on the project, attendance, and then assignment and classwork. So once again, welcome to graphic design. So our course outline for this particular session, this course module 1, under module 1 we'll be looking at graphic designs as a whole. Then we'll get to understand who is a graphic designer, and then the specialities within the industry of graphic design. For this particular class, we'll be discussing on module 1 alone. Next class will be on module 2, and after that there will be a Zoom meeting. And if I'm fast, if this my speed is a bit faster for some of you, please ensure to indicate it in the group. And Let's try to be friendly and familiar with our fellow classmates, including the instructors as well. Alright, don't mind I'm very serious here. I can still be very friendly. Alright, what is graphic design? Now, over the time there has been various and multiple definitions of graphic design. These definitions are based on the perspective of each and every graphic designers out there. But among them, there is one of the definition that stands out as a standard definition and that captures everything, which is the one we'll be using. Okay, but before I define that, there are two things I would like to explain. These two things are what make up the graphic design, and these two things are nothing else but graphic and then design itself. The graphic, this is the visual which is associated with art, imagination, expression, and this is done through various means such as drawing, painting, engraving, tracing, and etc. It is under this graphic. These graphics basically represent the physical appearance of your design, what you see. And then the other thing is the design. And this design is the mentality behind your design, which is why here it is written that this is the thinking, problem solving, and practicality of your work. So it is this particular design that produces what you see on the graphics, and that is why I said this particular aspect of design is the most very important, because once you don't get this aspect of design, your graphics will be very poor. A lot of graphic designers out there are very familiar and good with their package, that is the software they use, but their designs are very poor. The problem is from this particular design, and this design is what makes up the principle of graphic design and the principles for graphic designers, while the graphics is where we'll be discussing about elements of graphic design. We'll know more about these two in modulo 2. I'm sure as we continue I will keep making reference to them to ensure you people are getting it. Now, our course is going to be very practical, but modulo 1 and 2 isn't the practical aspect. Practicals begins in modulo 3 and 4, and this modulo 3 and 4 are actually what may take sometimes for us to finish. Modulo 1 and 2 is just two classes, we'll be done with them. That is this we'll be done with modulo 1 and 2 this very week. Now, the definition. Graphic design is the act or process of organizing and presenting information, data, developed through a creative process for a particular function. Now, any pictorial information you see out there represent graphic design. So this information are first passive, or they are first an ideas, or they are first in form of data, and then when it is processed into visual form, it becomes a design. It doesn't really matter whether the design is heavy or light. This particular slide is also part of graphic design, because here we process and are displaying some informations in an organized manner. Now, who is a graphic designer? Now, there's nothing much really under here. A graphic designer is simply a professional individual within the industry of graphic design. Now, the reason for this particular statement, industry, is because graphic design is a very broad topic or course. It has various and multiple specialties. Still within the graphic designs, you will see some people are specialized in logo, some people in banner, some people in business branding, some people are in the photography aspect, some are in the website aspect, but all these people, as long as they project out information which is processed in an organized manner and displayed in visual form They are called graphic designers. Now today, graphic design is implemented across a broad spectrum of media, both as printed documents and others as digital. Now, these spectrums include advertising, branding, web design, interface design, magazine layout, etc. You can read it here, it's written there. And now, as a person, if you are looking to pursue a career in graphic design, you will have to, it's a must, one way or the other, you must create work which will be directly or indirectly relating to one of these sectors. It's either you produce a design that is meant to be an advertisement for a program or for a business, or you either brand your business, etc. Now, the specialities within the graphic design. Now, I'll just list them out. I will be explaining this. I will take them one by one and explain them while the class is going on the WhatsApp. So this explanation might not be in form of video. I might be sending voice note and then pictures that are directly an example of such specialities. So first we have the visual identity graphic design, then second we have the marketing and advertising graphic design. Then we have what we also call the UI, which is user interface graphic design. And then we have publication graphic design, packaging graphic design, we also have motion graphic design, and lastly we have art and illustration for graphic designs, etc. Please go through the video slowly. If I'm a bit fast, please let me know. I will continue through chat.